I challenge everyone and all of you listening to go and write down your plan and then write down your failure plan. What are you going to do when that doesn't succeed? So that you aren't left second guessing yourself, second guessing your ideas, your desires, that you know how to go and get unstuck. Distinguishing between temporary defeat and permanent failure is crucial for success. Some say that defeat becomes failure when you don't get over it or when you allow an event to stop you. Others say that there is no such thing as failure unless you accept it as such. This has been a big topic in my life as I look back. And it's funny to think that because I have always been outgoing, happy, uh, adventurous, I would say. And so when I look back at what I allowed myself not to do because of my fear of failing, it it makes me a little sad. But at the same time, it makes me happy that I've learned that now and I see those things in my life. A big moment that I remember just a few years ago. Oh gosh, it's been what, 5 years now, when my husband and I decided to start our design company. And it was really a big leap for us because we had three young kids, uh, 5 and under, and we were in the middle of, expanding and things like that, and trying to decide where we were going to go. Are we going to, go the W-2 route, just do side work? Are we going to go all in? And what were our dreams that we really wanted to achieve? What did we see our family achieving? Where did we want to live? What kind of lifestyle did we want? And those are all things that race through your mind for, like, how do I take action on what deciding? And once you decide what you want, how do you do it? But the fear of failure is always there. Who are you afraid of failing in front of? And for us, it was our family, our friends, and those who we had told our dreams and desires to. And I think that's for everybody, right? But for us, it was really scary. We jumped all in, and then COVID hit, and that shook everybody's lives. It was terrifying, but we hung in there, and we had failures for sure. And looking back now, we handled some of them gracefully, some of them not, right? And you have to not get in your head about that. But one thing that I am so grateful for is that we had this mastermind that we were a part of. And, those here teaching have been a part of it as well. And being able to take our failures back to our mastermind group and saying, what do we do? Where do we go? What are your ideas? That gave us the umph and little boost in our step to keep going. And it is through that process that we learned to plan for failure and to not let failure determine our outcomes. With that, I remember the day that we were able to make our big first sale, right? Like, we jumped in just doing any type of design work for anybody we could, right? Because you're getting your business going. And the day we decided to up level our business and take a leap for it, that was scary because we were letting go of a lot of small clients, and ultimately we were up leveling and seeking out those what's the word?
Oh my goodness.
Our oh, my mind. Anyway, the people that we wanted to work with, right? Like, we wanted to level up and take it to the next level, working with businesses and corporations rather than just our little, entrepreneur group, which is great. But we knew that that wasn't going to help us reach our financial goals and get our family to our dreams. And so doing that, we literally went down to 2 clients. And that is terrifying How are you going to put food on the table? What are you going to do? But we hit the ground running. And a lot of that was just talking to people and opening up and being real about who you are, and what your strengths are. And I remember the day that we signed our contract with our first global client. That was the most exciting day. And we sent the proposals, we, communicating back and forth. And when they came back just with a sounds great, here's your signed contract and a check, I remember that day was so exciting. And it really gave us the confidence to keep pursuing it. And I'm so grateful for that because it's opened so many doors just because we got over our fear of failure. So with that, some quotes that I love that I've been looking up. I'm a big quote person so that I can just see them like Napoleon Hill teaches, see them, read them, and you will believe that, right? You're more likely to take action on it. So Henry Ford says, failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So you're learning from it. You're not letting it say, man, my skills really are not good. I am no good at what I do. I don't know what to do. You're saying, okay, what was my mistake? Where did I drop the ball? Where do I need to improve? And then I'm going to go again. And then it goes on. Another one is talk to yourself like you would someone you love. And that's from Brené Brown. And she's really good at talking about self-love and accepting your failures and your strengths. And then this is an unknown one, but know this, you can start over each morning. And I love that because it's a fresh start every day. And you don't have to be stuck and defined by what you did yesterday. You get to wake up and decide what you're going to do each day. And kind of fun, in a lot of things that you hear about failure and different things like that, you hear about Thomas Edison. And did you know that Edison's name is patented on 1,093 patents? He was not afraid of failure, right? And I do not recall the exact number, but it took something of over 1,000 tries or more, might be higher than that, lots higher, before he got the light bulb. He wasn't going to let it stop him. He's like the prime example of saying, okay, this didn't work. Let's go back to the drawing board. Okay, that worked, but this didn't. Let's go back to the drawing board. And if you can have that dedication in your own life, you will open up so many doors. And it's not that you have to have all the knowledge, like we've learned in the previous chapters with Think and Grow Rich. You do not have to have all the answers, but you can go find the people who do, and you surround yourself with them. And this goes for your personal life, for business, anything that you need, whether your physical health, your mental state. You go and find the people who have the skills that you need to move forward, and you can learn what you need to and then utilize them in their space if they can help you grow. To wrap it up, you are in control of your life, and I myself have let failure define me in the past, especially as I was a teen. And it's not fun because you sit there and you second guess, you get in your head, you tell yourself like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But it is not a healthy place for you to be. And you do not have to stay there. You don't even have to go there. I love that in Think and Grow Rich, we learn to plan for failure. You just plan for it. You're not perfect. Nobody is. You don't have all the tools in your toolkit right away. You plan for it. And what are you going to do when that happens? Where are you going to go? So I challenge everyone and all of you listening to go and write down your plan, and then write down your failure plan. What are you going to do when that doesn't succeed? So that you aren't left second guessing yourself, second guessing your ideas, your desires, that you know how to go and get unstuck. You know who to go to, because we all will be there at some point, and you're not alone. In ending, I just want to say to take a look at your life and what have you learned from your failures? And then what are you going to move forward with? And once again, distinguishing between temporary defeat and permanent failure is crucial for success. And then it went on to say, others say that there is no such thing as failure unless it is accepted as such. Don't accept it as failure, accept it as a plan to move forward.